mindset. Why I am the one to speak about that in Creative Valley. So I am the one in charge of the growth department for startups in Creative Valley. So all the acquisition and everything, all the funnel to get startup in the program. Okay. So today we are going to speak about three main topics. So we are going to speak about the product market fit and why it's important to get it before starting any type of digital marketing strategy. After that, we are going to speak about the Pirate framework. So how to integrate it into your business and why it is really important to have this in mind into your marketing strategy. And after that, we are going to speak about the difference around growth marketing and growth hacking, because we are used to listen a lot of different stuff about growth hacking, and we are going to try to see what is the real big difference and why these two topics are totally complementary. So let's start. Oh yeah, just before I forget about this, next week you get the machinery en français. So it will be a workshop about rapid testing, and this is really important. That will be more practical than what I'm doing today, but this is really important to have all the funnel in mind before getting to the practical thing with the machinery. So try to be there next week because it's going to be really interesting. Okay, let's go. So let's start a little bit with the basics. We are going to speak about product market fit. So what is a product market fit actually? That was a trendy word back in the days, like a couple of years before. Now it's a little bit less trendy, but it's still really important. I speak with a lot of entrepreneurs that don't know what is product market fit. But it's a basic to start your digital marketing campaign. So what's the definition of product market fit? It's when there is a meet and a total agreement between a product and a market, like it's a match, all right? For Oussama Ammar, I think you all know this big guy that is speaking a lot about startup and everything. A product market fit is physical. When you get your product market fit, so we will say you are post product market fit, it's violent. Every time you're doing something, ad campaign, a discount on your price, you get 1,000 times what you gave. So it's like violent, and you need to deal with all these new customers coming to your website, and you need to give them satisfaction. So it's really important. So why in your digital marketing campaign this is important? Because if you are going to do like growth marketing strategy without your product market fit, you are just losing time and maybe losing money if you are paying someone to do it, because you will try to optimize your funnel without having the right product that is going to the right target with the right message, because this is what product market fit is. So you are just filling a basket that got a hole. So all the water is going to drop around, but you don't keep this water, all right? So before everything, think about your product market fit. And I would like to ask any of you if there is someone just right there today that got or that thinks he got his product market fit. Maybe Chiara, you can tell me if there is someone in the chat that is telling this, and we can discuss about this.
Yeah. I'm waiting for someone to volunteer.
Yeah, we will see. It's actually really hard to get his product market fit, and it's hard to...
He has a
What?
Anwar thinks he has a market.
Okay. Anwar, you would like to speak?
Hello.
Hey, Anwar, what's up?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. So my first question is, can you just sum up in few words what you are doing for the rest of the audience, please?
Yeah, so we are funding our startup named Kniti. It's in short, so it's city mapper for the emerging markets. That's the most basic form of it. But so what we are trying to do is to provide information and journey planning that considers the irregular aspects of the mobility in emerging markets. So that's it. So our main market is African market. So we think our test market is Tunisia, and we think that we got our market fit because when we started from a problem that we are currently living. So in Tunisia, so it's real hustle to get from point A to point B because information is scarce. At rush hours, you can't even find taxis. So it's really messy. So we started from this, and after that, we posed a hypothesis that we need we need a sort of an application on a platform that gives us information about when is the bus coming, when is the metro coming.
Okay, this is
etc.
Thanks, Anwar. So this is your solution.
Yeah.
What I would like to know is how do you know you get your product market fit? Because all the startups that are here are solving a problem.
Yeah.
But I think there is a mic that is open. Yeah, be careful with the sound. To know you get your product market fit, you need to analyze your data. So
exactly.
Does your target understand your message? What is your conversion rate compares to the conversion rate of your sector? And do you get referral? If you get all that in green light, I agree you get your product market fit.
Okay.
Do you have some data? Maybe we can look at it just after these workshops to see if we can say with data that you get your product market fit.
Okay, so what we did is we got to the streets and we asked people about their problems and how they are trying to solve them. Mm-hmm. And that's so we began with that. And after that, we conducted another survey where we presented in short the solution for some random people on the street who are using public transit, etc. And we asked them if such an application will solve their problem. Will they use such an application?
Okay.
And we've got we've got some huge let's say
I see what you mean, and we will discuss about this you and me just after that.
Okay.
But actually, you need to transfer all the data, like the survey that you get, in real data of users, and you can do that with a simple matrix, so a simple playbook that is like this. I will give you this template, so it's pretty easy to do it, but there is a green of creative value, so I like it, and you will be able to use it. So how can you, in a pact, know that you get your product market fit? So easy one, your target understand your business. So this is about Google Analytics. Does your bounce rate is really high? Sorry about my English. Is really high. So if your bounce rate is really high, it means that customers don't understand what you are doing for real. Does your conversion rate is higher than the average conversion rate of your sector? For example, you are launching an e-commerce platform. you have to know that in average, conversion rate for e-commerce, it's approximately 3%. So if your conversion rate is 3%, you get one of the three aspects of your product market fit. And do you have referral? So referral is when someone is telling one of his buddies to use your service. So obviously, you can change those metrics and take the one that is the most important, not for you, but for your business. For example, you are launching an application, an app. So one of the key metrics for you is retention. I'm thinking about plays, I'm thinking about Firenoon that are in ADN XCFM. So this is social media. If people are not coming back to this application, it won't survive. It won't survive a month because they need retention. So when they get retention and this rate is above the average rate in their sector, so in the social media, they get one aspect of the product market fit. Okay? So now that you know what is product market fit and what it's really important to get it, to not lose time and money, we can talk about growth a little bit. So we are going to start with growth marketing. So this is the Pirate framework. You can call it R. So AARRR. So this is actually the customer life cycle.
Wait, can I ask something?
Yeah, of course.
Could you just take a minute to try to give us a way to find our product market fit?
Okay. So I'm coming back.
Thanks.
Okay, just right there. So for the first one, there is several ways. The one that Anwar spoke about is a good one as well. You can go to the streets and but try to find your target, because actually my father doesn't understand a thing of what I'm doing right there, speaking about growth marketing. But my father is not my core target. My core target is you, actually. So you need to understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So you can go find your target, pitch your project, and see if they are understanding everything that you are saying. You can do it so face-to-face, or you can do it with your Google Analytics. Google Analytics will show you the bounce rate. So the bounce rate is how many people are coming to your website and leaving your website without doing anything, without like clicking on something, putting an email address, anything. So if the bounce rate is really high, it means that people doesn't understand what you are doing. So this is the first thing. Conversion rate. It's all about Google Analytics right there. There is another tool like Hotjar and everything, but we are going to speak about basics. So Google Analytics. Conversion rates. When you get your analytics set up, you can see how many people are going to buy your product. Okay. So Antoine, for example, Antoine is selling diamond, synthetic diamond. I think I can say that in English. It's a more complex, but we are going to simplify this as e-commerce in diamond. All right. So this is luxury. So I believe that the conversion rate will be less than 3% because this is a mainstream percentage. Let's say it's 2%. All right. So you are going to analyze your conversion rate and say, okay, my conversion rate is 0.5, and the average rate for diamond and luxury is 2. So you get a problem in your conversion. So you need to change maybe your message, maybe your price, maybe your target to get to the average rate in your sector. For the referral, it's after, for Antoine in e-commerce. So it will come after the first buy. So does your audience is going to review a product with a good review, maybe you can do some drip marketing. So you can automatize email sequence and see if your audience is going to launch it to their friends. You can, it's referral. So we can think about a referral campaign, but it means that you need to know if your audience like your product after they purchase it enough to recommend it to their community. All right. Does it answer to your question?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
But every time, this is metrics that you have to look for before you get your product market fit. Because if you don't have that, it's really a money waste and a time waste to go in a global digital marketing campaign.
True.
Okay, so growth now, the Pirate framework. So actually this framework needs to be used as a tracing paper to analyze every action that you are doing. Okay, so there is an explanation. If you are doing something to increase your acquisition and your goal is to sell, so you are doing a campaign, you want to sell, and you are increasing your acquisition, so the bottom of the funnel. So you can't say that your move to increase acquisition is a success if your revenue didn't increase. You know what I mean? This is why it's really important to use this framework in every action that you are doing, because one success on acquisition is not a global success if your revenue is not going to increase. Okay. So maybe your goal is not revenue. Maybe your goal is notoriety and people are reading your blog and everything. So this is a success. So, but you need to see all the funnel to be able to say that my move was a success. And be careful about fake metrics. I mean, this is what I said about acquisition. It's not because you get 1,000 of users in your e-commerce that this is a success. The success is how many of them bought something on your e-commerce. So be really careful about the fake metrics. So all the framework is based on data and how you are going to analyze it. So my advice is to do the Google Analytics class. I'm doing it right now to be sure that I understood everything when I did some stuff about acquisition and growth marketing. And yeah, do it. It's really quick, but it's so important. So now I'm going to explain a little bit all the steps and give some tools if I get some. So acquisition, it's simple. It's how many people you get into your website. So check your Google Analytics and do your Google Analytics class. It's really important. Activation. So you need to find what is your activation step. You need to find one at least. So sometimes it's when someone is putting add to a cart. This is the wow moment, you know. For example, for Dropbox, everyone knows Dropbox. It's to share files. Their wow moment, their activation was when people uploaded a file in Dropbox. So what did they do? At the subscription, at the first moment that you are putting your email in there, they are asking you to put a file in there. This is the activation moment. And this is how they are putting their customers to the acquisition and just right after to activation in a smooth way. All right. So the wow moment, you need to find one. Antoine, for you, e-commerce that will be, yeah, I think when they put add to a cart. Like this is a real activation. So retention is when people are coming back. So you can think, as I said, about drip marketing. So how you are going to do sequence email campaign. I think for you, Antoine, this is like a good way, a good stuff to do, because this is a high price, so they need to think about this and they need to be retargeting. So maybe when they put their email address, you can send an email like 2 days after, 1 week after, 1 month after, and give them value to come back in your website and make the purchase. So for this, you get several tools. You can use MailChimp. Klaviyo is a good one to do drip marketing. So look at it. It's not really expensive. The next step.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Can you explain drip marketing in Egypt?
Okay, drip marketing is automation. Automation about someone that you are going to push message, but automated message. I don't know how I can say that in English, sorry. Yeah, it's automatic message that you are going to push to someone when they make an action in your website. Okay, for example, we are launching a new website for Creative Valley for startups, only for startups. All the programs will be in there. So we got ADN about fashion tech, we got SDK about smart cities, for example. So when someone is going to put their email address in ADN, they are going to receive 5 emails, okay? But all these emails are going to be about fashion tech and how we can help them build a good startup in the fashion field. But if they're putting their email address in the smart city part, they are going to receive 5 emails about smart city and how we can help them build a good startup into the smart city sector. So this is what drip marketing is. Automatic message push to your users according to an action that they did into your website. All right?
Okay, yeah, cool. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Cool. So about referral and revenue, sometimes it can change. Maybe sometimes revenue is before referral and vice versa. It depends of your business, actually. I mean, if your product is free, so revenue will be after referral. For example, Plays, Fire Noon, social media, they need referral before revenue, before add-ons, okay? For referral, you can think of Deliveroo, for example. So you can send a text to your friend and you get like a $10 discount and things like this. To do so, an easy tip is viral loop in your newsletter. So what is viral loop? Most of the time when I get a good newsletter and I want to share it with my colleagues or friends, I need to transfer the email. But viral loop is a little part just at the bottom of the newsletter that says, you want to transfer this email, this newsletter, put the email address of the guy that you want to share with. And like this, you get the email address. So you get the data to retarget the people that saw your newsletter. All right? So what about revenue then? Revenue is how you are going to make money. So you need to think about upselling, how you can sell add-ons after that. You need to increase the lifetime value of one user. Is just one purchase, or after that you are going to retarget, give add-ons, so the lifetime value of the user is going to increase. All right? And the last thing about this funnel is to be really careful. This is not linear like this. Sometimes your referral strategy, just right there, is going to impact your acquisition. And your acquisition is going to impact your retention and everything. So you need to focus on the metrics that really matters for your business. Sometimes what matters is to focus on retention before acquisition for a mobile app, for example, like I said before. All right, everything is interconnected and everything is systemic. So you need to work on all the funnel with a global view and not be focused on each step without connecting everything. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, tell me.
So earlier we were talking about increasing the lifetime value of your customers or for your users. I didn't quite catch that. Can you please reframe it?
Okay, I will take an example for. Okay, so I'm buying a book on Amazon. So if they're not working on the lifetime value, I'm buying the book and I'm gone. It's finished for me. My lifetime value is like 1 day when I pay for it. But they are going to send me email to make me purchase something else, add-ons. And they are going to make my lifetime value increase because maybe they are going to send me like other books that are on the same topics as the first one to make me purchase it. So my lifetime value is increasing. How do you make your customers buy again, make money again? You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, cool.
So this is what lifetime value of a customer is. How do you make people come back and pay for it? Maybe Antoine, when he is going to sell diamond, is going to sell a big piece of diamond, all right? So it's going to cost a lot of money, but like in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, he's going to send email saying that he's selling one little ring, a little bit less money, and he's going to increase his the lifetime value of his customers. All right, cool. So it's pretty easy as well, like product market fit, you just need to think about it. I'm going to send you the template as well. What is a growth marketing strategy? You need to see all the steps of your funnel. You need to define what is really this stage. So acquisition, maybe it's an email address for the newsletter. This is acquisition. Activation is when you add to a cart. And or you can know these metrics, or you can analyze these metrics, okay? My advice, do not lose yourself. Focus on what matters. So maybe acquisition, it will be a couple of things, but don't put your entire channels of acquisition right there, just the main one, all right? So now we are going to speak about growth hacking. So what is growth hacking actually? Growth hacking is rapid experimentation process. That is a process of rapid experimentation, that is affecting all aspects of your business to optimize the growth. So actually, this is a scientific way to make money. And we will see the process just after this. So I just want to say what growth hacking is not. Growth hacking is not about scrapping email from LinkedIn. Like everyone can do that right now. It's not about making automation on your Instagram profile or send email to a stolen database. It's a scientific way. And this is how we can put it into your business. So first, you need to define the one metric that matters. So you get all your funnel, you get all the data you want. So you know what defines the stage of acquisition, you know what defines the stage of activation, etc. but you need to focus in one metric. So the one metric that matters is not from me, it's from Lean Startup, the book. So the one metric that matter right now. So maybe it's retention, all right? Because you are launching your app, and without retention, your app won't survive. So you want to focus on this one and to be good on this one. So how you can work on this. This is the process, the growth hacking process. So first you are going to brainstorm. So you know which stage you want to optimize. You are going to generate hypotheses and test to validate or not your hypothesis. So what is an hypothesis? For retention, for example, it will be in a mobile app. Okay, we are going to send a push notification every 2 days when the user is not online. Okay, this is an hypothesis. This is an hypothesis that is if we send push notification, they will come back. Okay. So how do we validate? We try to push notification. Okay. Just after that, you have like 3, 4, 5, 100 of hypotheses. You need to. This one is pretty tough. Prioritize your hypothesis. So you get 2 matrices to do so. I will show you one just after that. You get the pie matrix or the ice matrix. For myself, I'm using the ice matrix, and I will show you why. After all this work, so you know which hypothesis you want to test first, you can start the execution. So thanks to the work that you did, you know your goal, you have a description of the tests, you have a hypothesis, you know how to verify it, you know what data you want to analyze to see if your hypothesis is right or wrong, and you can execute and analyze the results. So for this, you need one guy or one woman that is in charge of it and that will have an overview of all the data. And you will to do a weekly updates with all your team to be sure that all the data is processed by the team. And force yourself to learn every time that you get data and you get results. So in real life, this is what growth hacking is about. Just this document. So you get a growth hack. This one is in French. I will send you an English one. So you get a growth hack to test. You get a goal. You get a hypothesis. You get a description. So you know all about the hypothesis, how you can make it happen. You know at what stage of the funnel the hypothesis is going to act. You get the KPI you want to look for, and this is ICE matrix. So ICE is about impact, confidence, and ease. It's going to give you a grade out of 10 or 20. And when the grade is high, you need to test it really quick. So it's quite subjective, but you need to start by something. So this is how you can choose which hypothesis you are going to test. And after that, you analyze your data. So every week you get a meeting, you set up your Google Analytics to have reports and to see if it's working or not. And you get a decision after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's up to you to know if this growth hack is going to be into your growth marketing strategy after all. Okay?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
About the prioritization, ICE. So you said impact, confidence, and ease. So can you give us an example for that?
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm sorry. Can you give us an example for all this table?
Okay.
So better understand. Thank you.
Okay. So impact, analyse de la data, décision, gros sac à tester. Okay. Everyone is thinking that Airbnb worked on a growth hack, but actually they get their product market fit before testing growth hacking. All right, so they got their product. You can rent a room on someone's house to sleep. All right, but people are not really using it. So they tried several growth hacks, and one of these growth hacks was to put Airbnb on Craigslist. All right. So the objective, the goal, is to increase the number of rooms rented by month. Okay. Hypothesis is they are using another platform that is more known, they will succeed. So description, they just describe everything. So we are going to put the price, we are going to put pictures, and actually they asked photographer to get these pictures to have beautiful pics. So stage on the funnel, it's acquisition, because this is how they are coming to their website. But the goal is revenue. This is why you need all the funnel to see if your acquisition hack succeed with the revenue. All right. KPIs. So there is, I believe, 2 KPIs in their strategy. How many people came to their website and the revenue at the end of the funnel. All right. How do you do your prioritization? I did it. Impact. So this is subjective. Out of 10, how do you think this growth hack is going to impact your strategy? So a lot of people were on Craigslist at this moment. I don't know if it's still a thing to be on Craigslist. So I would say it's 8 out of 10. Confidence. I don't really know Craigslist. So I don't know if people are really renting room in this one. So I would say it's average, 5 out of 10. All right. So is it easy to do this growth hack? You just have to copy and paste your data, the price, description, and everything on Craigslist. Like, I mean, it's just time, but that's all. So it's pretty easy. I would say 9 out of 10. All right. So I said 8, 5, 9. So thanks to this, you get a grade, general grade, and you get all your hypotheses. So I believe that they are older, but I don't know about this. All right. So they are doing this job for every hypothesis they get to increase their revenue. And they get 5. And this is the highest grade. So this is the growth hacks they are going to test in the first place. All right. And every week, they are going to see if people are coming more into the website thanks to this hack, and if they are increasing their revenue. And they are doing it for like 1 month, 2 months. And if it's working, they are still doing it. Is it clear enough?
Yeah, totally. Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Okay, nice. That was the same thing for Dropbox. Everyone was putting their email address, but no one was uploaded anything because they had to come back in the website and everything. So they tried to put the uploading thing with the subscription. Like this, they uploaded right after the subscription, and retention was there. They were using the thing. All right, cool. So I think you got most of what I said. So what is product market fit, what is growth marketing, and what is growth hacking? What's the difference between them, and why it is complementary? So you are doing your growth marketing global strategy. After that, you can implement growth hack to optimize your growth. So actually, if you have 3 things to remember from this workshop, it's that without product market fit, don't launch any growth strategy at all. It will be a waste of time and a waste of money. there is no which in growth marketing and there is no which in growth hacking. It's all about data and mindset. So you need to test, you need to test, analyze all the data, iterate, analyze all the data, and see what is working and what is not working. Okay, so you need to be data driven. All right, and the last thing is you need to think global then specific. If you are just thinking about acquisition and not all the funnel, you are going to have a lot of what we call churn. So churn is when someone is leaving the funnel and you won't know where the users, the customers left the funnel. So you need to have all your funnel in mind before trying to do growth hack about acquisition, activation, and everything after that. All right. So I will send you these templates. There is a one about growth hacking. I didn't show you this one, but this is an impact on the rest of the funnel. So when you make your decision, this is a growth marketing. You can see here, I just added the churn. So the percent of people that is leaving your funnel after they activate. And just right there, you get the template about the product market fit. So or you can know that you get your product market fit and you can start a growth marketing campaign. All right. So it's all for me. I told you about what I know in growth marketing, growth hacking, and product market fits. If you have any type of question, I'm going to cut my screen share and we can speak about either your product market fit, your question about growth hacking, growth marketing, anything. All right.